Welcome in to another edition of Chesterton Volleyball here on Regan Sports Network. I want to let Thomas Hill take it away for the pregame.
Thank you, Josh. And if you're just tuned in here on Regan Corner Sports Network, Tom Hill, Josh Regan on the call here tonight. The Chesterton Trojans taking on the Valparaiso Vikings. Chesterton comes in with a record of 17-8. Valparaiso comes in with a record of 12-13. Both these teams competing in the Duneland Conference. Chesterton 6-3. They're third in the Duneland, with Valparaiso sitting at 3-6. That is sixth. One of the interesting parts about this Valparaiso Viking team is, of their 12 wins on the season, 6 of them have come on the road. So maybe it's road field advantage, if you will. I don't know if that'll play a factor here tonight in Chesterton, but we will see how that fares in the last 3 games for Chesterton. They have 2 wins against Merrillville and LaPorte on the road, and then their most recent game 2 days ago against Lake Central, a 3-1 loss. And on the Valparaiso side, they have 3 losses in a row from the 19th to the 21st, but their last 3 games have been wins. South Bend, Washington, all the way to their most recent game yesterday against Munster. So it'll be interesting to see which team kind of keeps the momentum going and which team will win here tonight. For Chesterton, 17-8, they're 7-1 here at home. So just 1 loss, and this is a place that is tough to come compete. They have a lot of really good players on this team, and it's almost strength on strength, if you will, with the home and road record. The home record of Chesterton at 7-1 and the road record of Valpo at 6-4. So it'll be interesting to see which team comes out on the upper hand, which team is more aggressive, which team maybe sets the tone and wins set 1. And usually if you win set 1, you can ride that momentum forward and just take care of business. And, some players to watch for in this game, the Crown Royal superheroes on the Chesterton side. It's junior Tenley Davis, who has just been very, very, very productive this season for the Trojans. She leads the team in kills at 302. And, when you can have that happen, she also has 25 serving aces as well. She has 40 kills in her last 3 matchups. That, bodes tough for the opposition to try to take care of. And over on the Valparaiso side, the Crown Royal player to look out for is junior Abby Henson. And, for Henson, 35 kills, third on the team. She's a player who had 11 kills a couple of games ago against Michigan City. So that's a player to watch on the Vikings squad. And, this is a team in Valparaiso, 683 team kills coming into play here tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see if Chesterton is able to, play defense and prevent the attack. And, whichever team tends to attack will tend to have the upper hand and maybe have a better shot at winning here tonight. And, if we take a look at some other players to look out for on both sides, the X factors of the game tonight, the X factor for the home team, the Chesterton Trojans, would be junior Abigail Parrish. Parrish has 44 serving aces on the season. That leads the team. So, 19 blocks as well, doing it on both sides. That could be tough, especially when, you get into situations where it's about how you serve, and it's about, if you can continue to serve and kind of ride that momentum, because typically we see momentum usually favors the team that's serving and usually favors, obviously, the team that continues to serve, because they're going to continue to get points and then stretch out their lead. And it just makes it a lot tougher for the opposition to get going on their end and try to thwart that momentum and maybe swing it back into their direction. And the X Factor player on the night for the Vikings is sophomore Lily Simpson. So Simpson, 18 assists coming into play here today, or check that, 18 aces rather. And this is a player that leads the team in digs, 293. Next closest is Avery Mullen at 214. So that'll be another player on the defensive side that could be an X Factor, no pun intended, for this Viking team that's trying to scratch and claw and get back to 500. They've had some ebbs and flows along the way. 3 losses in a row before 3 wins in a row. So looking to make it 4 in a row here on the road, and more importantly, get back up to 500 and maybe creep back closer in the Duneland Conference. But then over on the Chesterton side, they're looking to extend to 18-8 and go 10 games over 500. So they could do that here tonight and pick up their 8th win here at home in Chesterton. And these teams met earlier this season, back on September 3rd, with Chesterton winning 3-0. Tenley Davis had 26 kills in that matchup, led the way. Avery Mullen had 10, and the aforementioned Crown Royal hero Abby Henson had 6 kills in that matchup as well, as these two teams are looking to square off here on Regan Corner Sports Network.
Save for a healthy tomorrow with an HSA checking account from Tech Credit Union. It's a tax-advantaged way to save and pay for healthcare expenses. You'll enjoy no setup fee, no annual fee, and easy access to funds. Plus, you'll earn a better-than-competitive dividend rate, currently at 2.27% APY. Visit techcu.org, contact any branch, or call 800-276-8324 to learn more. Tech Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Rates may change without notice.
Quintel Incorporated is a family-owned and operated company located in Northwest Indiana that specializes in the reconditioning, repair, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers. Since 1994, Quintel has been handling jobs of all sizes throughout the country. Equipped with the most modern technology and advanced tools, Quintel provides top-notch service. When you trust Quintel for all your needs, you'll get peace of mind and a finished job that exceeds your expectations. For more info about Quintel and the services they provide, visit quintel-inc.com. Value Flooring in Valparaiso is a family-owned business with over 20-plus years in the industry. Located at 708 Silhavy Road, Value Flooring is open Monday through Saturday, offering a wide selection of flooring options and installation. With knowledge and experience, Value Flooring can also assist customers on a personal level by coordinating colors and by selecting the right products for their lifestyles. The number to call is 548-2705, and the website is valueflooringonline.com.
Discover excellence at Moeller Acura of Maryville. Whether you're seeking the thrill of a new Acura or the reliability of a certified pre-owned, we have the perfect vehicle waiting for you. At Moeller Acura, our knowledgeable team is here to provide you with the first-class experience. From your first test drive to every service appointment, experience luxury, performance, and unparalleled service at Moeller Acura of Maryville, where your journey begins. Visit us today or explore our inventory online at MoellerAcuraofMaryville.com.
See a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Okay, Thomas, give us the keys for Valparaiso for tonight's ball game.
Well, the keys for Valparaiso in this game, it's going to be to stay on the attack. Stay on the attack, and that starts with your ability to serve and your ability to continue to just kind of ride that momentum. And if you start out with the momentum, then that's going to be easier for you to get going and try to neutralize both Tenley Davis and Luca Bombasino as best as you can. And obviously both of them 1 and 2 respectively in kills this year for the Trojans. So that's going to be big time for Valparaiso to just address and try to use maybe that momentum in this game. Obviously it's going to be very tough to compete with Chesterton in terms of kills and trying to match them offensively. But if they're able to kind of control these sets, and a lot of that starts with serves, and maybe string together, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 runs, that's going to be the difference in this game potentially for the visiting Vikings.
Now let's switch over to the Chesterton Trojans.
And now over onto the home side for the Chesterton Trojans. Their keys to the game are also to attack, and that's to set up Davis and Bombasino for kills, and really try to give them the death punch, if you will. Try to have a lead and then attack on a lead, and pick and choose when to be aggressive. And this is a very talented Trojan team that has won a lot of games this season, and 9 games over 500. If they're able to attack early and win set 1 by a wide margin, then they can really, run away with this one potentially in this game.
See a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Welcome to the first ever Sunday Madness here on Regan's Corner Sports Network. We got a special guest, one of the best basketball players and volleyball players here in the region, and Tinley Davis from Chesterton. Tinley, how is it going and how is it popping?
It is going well. I am super excited for this upcoming basketball season, and my volleyball season went really well. So,
Absolutely. Being all state for volleyball, and then probably where your numbers are going so far, doing the same in basketball, your two big sports here. So, what is kind of the recruitment like when you're a sophomore at a big time school like Chesterton here in the region, when you're all state almost as a sophomore for volleyball, and then basketball, you're averaging about a double double right now?
it's pretty good. I know definitely the boys teams help out for the girls as well, like getting people to look in. And I think we had a really successful season, so that helped a lot in volleyball. And just striving to be the best and put yourself out there helps, posting things, and I think that helps a lot with the recruitment.
Absolutely. So, how did you start in the game of basketball?
So I started as a little second grader. I was at the courts, doing the the weekly basketball game league and all that stuff. And I pretty much played through. I did the courts until I want to say fourth grade, and then we had a TBC program, the Trojan Basketball Club, and my mom actually was the coach of a lot of the girls that are still playing at the high school. So
Absolutely. So, we kind of talked a little bit off air with your mom's college career and stuff like that. So, is that going to be a huge help kind of navigating these different schools coming in and probably be flocking in pretty soon?
Definitely. I think she knows a lot because she played the game for so long, and I think she does really well getting my name out there and just being my number one supporter through it all. She was a great athlete, so I think it helps knowing that like I'm her daughter. So I think that helps.
Absolutely. And you're carving your own legacy at the moment here. Um, 25 and 8.9 so far with 3 games to go into this year for basketball. And we talked about the all-state campaign with volleyball. We're going to get to the volleyball stuff a little bit later in this interview. But what's kind of the early keys for your success this year and with games coming up with Valpo? A little throwback Thursday there for you guys as we interviewed Henley Davis last year around this time. As we said earlier in the broadcast, he committed to Iowa of Chicago. So we are going to it in a second here in game time at
from Valparaiso. At libero, number 2, Lily Simpson. Number 5, Avery Mullen. Number 6, Kylan Rajevich. Number 7, Abby Henson. Number 12, Layla Yates. Number 13, Aaliyah Sutherland. And number 14, Haley Hollis. Vikings are coached by Katie Leonard. Now let's meet the starting lineups for your Chesterton Trojans. Number 4, Madison Gillum. Number 5, libero Cassie Lang. Number 7, Luca Bombasino. Number 8, Marissa Rowe. Number 9, Tangley Davis. Number 11, Reese Dilbeck. And number 12, Abby Parrish. The Trojans are coached by Lindsay Maggart and assisted by Kevin Levi and Kathy Dilbeck.
As you're ready, get it started up in here. Josh Regan, color commentator, with Tom Hill as our play-by-play man, ready to set and have this game going.
Here in Chesterton, Indiana, the Trojans with a record of 17-8. The Valparaiso Vikings record of 12-13. Chesterton 7-1 here at home. The Valparaiso 6-4. Half their season wins overall on the road. With these teams in the Dual Conference, Chesterton 6-3, Valparaiso 3-6. Valparaiso looking to extend their winning streak to 4 games.
Absolutely.
And get back to 500 as well at 13-13 if they are able to come out with a victory here tonight. But only once has Chesterton lost here at home, so it'll be easier said than done. So looking to get this one underway here in Chesterton.
Some Doomlin action here as the Vikings ready to serve here.
He's popped up into the air looking to set something up, and immediately it is a kill on the board for Chesterton.
That was lightning quick by Bombacito.
As we mentioned, 202 kills on the season, second on the team for Bombacino behind Denley Davis. And this is exactly what we mentioned in our pregame where, you know, if you're able to stay on the attack, whichever team's on the attack, that's usually who's going to come out on the advantage. And now a kill attempt for Valparaiso. And goes just a bit errant trying to hit that back left corner there, but to no avail. So 2-0 Trojans immediately right out of the gate.
Absolutely, as no corner pocket on that one.
Served over, popped up into the air. Valparaiso looking to set something up. That was fielded nicely by Lang, and that sets up a kill attempt that's popped up into the air, but the Vikings are able to track this one as well. And it's blocked and sent the other way. Another point on the board for Chesterton, quickly 3-zip.
That's one of our keys, was Chesterton getting fast and ready and getting that fast start and finishing as well. Let's see if they can finish this set out.
Chesterton has 169 serving aces as a team, and another point on the board for them, so quickly up 4-zip. And you know, this was one of our keys in the pregame. You know, if Chesterton can stay on the attack early or just get on the attack early, really, then they can really control this game and make it a crooked number and really put the opposition away pretty quickly. But the Vikings need to set something up here. They're on a 3-game winning streak. Kill attempt popped up into the air. Nice hit there by Lang. Now it sets up a kill attempt for Bombasino. That's dug out nicely and onto the Chesterton side. That sets up another attack for Bombasino. That's popped back up into the second line, that far side. Back and forth between these two teams. Davis in the back line will look to just serve it over and just does it. That sets up Bombasino, who sends it over with authority. 5-0 Chesterton.
All I can say there, Thomas, that's an absolute Luka bomb.
34 kills in the last 3 games. Has a couple here already tonight.
Fast start for Luka.
Had a 6-game winning streak from September 10th to the 14th. So used to wins, but that'll help the Vikings as that is a service error, and we'll see the Vikings serve this one away for the first time here tonight. They've gotten off to a slow start, obviously.
Absolutely. I see if Vikings kind of watched their game film from the previous game. They got swept.
Pops it into the air, and Bombasino sends it over and puts it on the board for Chesterton. So another point on the board for the Trojans, and they get that momentum right back potentially.
Absolutely, as Lily Simpson just out of her reach on that one. Nice dig there by Simpson as we go.
That's a far side kill attempt that's blocked and sent over on the other side. It's Marissa Rowe on that far side in the first row for Chesterton. So now a 7-1 lead for them.
As Rowe just saying, not in my house. And
Valparaiso looking to just get something going here. It's dug out nicely by Lang and sent over by the Trojans. Trying to set somebody up. They've been going to that far side a lot, looking to maybe get something going. They do there. So able to get their first point on the board via the kill to make it a 5-point deficit.
Great placement there by the Vikings there. Right for Parrish to get a hand on that one.
Lily Simpson to serve it over into the back line, fielded by Davis. Trying to set up a road kill attempt that's popped up into the air and saved by Vanga, but to no avail. Nobody could get over there. So another point on the board for the Trojans. Now 8-2 they lead it. Chesterton 704 kills as a team coming into play here today. The national average just 352, so stark contrast. Very successful team in that department. That kill attempt is swatted and blocked. Another point on the board for Chesterton. And a timeout called by Valparaiso as they want to talk things over immediately. A 9-2 Trojan lead here to start off set 1. You're on Regan Corner Sports Network.
See a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student.
Back to the action. 9-2 Trojans. They lead it. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on the call. Regan Corner Sports Network. Chesterton comes in with a record of 17-8. Valparaiso 12-13. An immediate surge for the Trojans, to say the least. Southern puts it over, and it's put up and over by Chesterton. But to no avail, that'll be a point awarded to the Vikings. She couldn't get it inbounds. So they're looking to get something going on their side. Cole Bontrager will send it over. A lot of this has been set up by the kills from the Trojans. A lot of this has been, they've been the more aggressive team. Davis sends it over. It's fielded nicely on that back line. Valparaiso hasn't really been able to attack yet. It's popped up into the air. It's allowed for stuff like that to happen, but a block and a point on the board for the Vikings. So something we've seen a lot from Chesterton. Will the Vikings steal a page out of their book and cut into that deficit?
Absolutely. And it was one of our, I think, Crown Royal players to watch. And Hansen, if I'm not mistaken, with that block, sending it right back into Chesterton.
And in that front line for Henson, who came in with 13 blocks individually here coming into play, and Valparaiso will get another point on the board. So scratching and clawing, 3 straight points for the Vikings out of this break.
Absolutely.
This is what you need.
Tough break for the Trojans there as Gillen gets called on a...
And that'll help when you're able to get kills in a quick manner like that and try to swing the momentum back on your side. Now a 10-5 lead for the Trojans. 47th ranked in the state of Indiana, Valparaiso 111. As Reese Stillbeck, the freshman, will serve it on over. 28 aces, third on the team. So let's see if they can maybe get on a run. Set up far side, put over by Henson. But it sets up a potential kill attempt for the Trojans. Bombasino just has to pop it on over. Looking to really try to create near side. Davis, kill attempt is up, it is through. Tenley Davis, who came into play with 302 kills, leading the Trojans, picks up a kill here to make it 11-5.
And a funny fact, as the basketball player she is, she scores a basket in the trash basket. With that kill, nonetheless.
Now 11-5 Chesterton, and to our point on the pregame, it's about who can really control the momentum serving. We'll see if the Trojans can do so right here. They've been the more aggressive team so far to start. Pop right over onto the middle portion, popped into the air by Lang, and a weak little pop there, but a successful one from Davis. Back-to-back kills for her. She came into play, 40 kills in her last 3 games, 26 kills in the last game against Valpo on September 3rd. So now a 7-point Trojan lead here. Midway point in this first set. Quarterback sends it over. It's dug out unsuccessfully by Simpson. So another point on the board for the Trojans. Momentum really on their side as they lead it 13-5.
Absolutely, as this ace.
And serve is up. And we'll see what the ruling is. It looked like he might have got it in, but they're going to say Valparaiso gets the point out of that. Couldn't keep it inside that back line. Abby Henson will send it over for the Vikings. They went on a little mini run right out of the timeout, and since then, nothing. As Davis fired a fastball onto the Valpo side that was dug out into the net, so now an 8-point Trojan lead. Defense as well for Chesterton. Just makes them such a tough opponent to try to do anything with. 14-6 lead here in set 1. Dug out by Simpson, but they set something up far side. Kill attempt is blocked and popped up into the air. They just have to get it over without a whole lot of velocity. This could set up a kill on the far side, and a nice dig there by Valparaiso, and Chesterton is able to come away with the point out of that. Back and forth, another timeout from the Vikings, 15-6. Chesterton on top here in set 1. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on Regan Sports Network.
Save for a healthy tomorrow with an HSA checking account from Tech Credit Union. It's a tax-advantaged way to save and pay for healthcare expenses. You'll enjoy no setup fee, no annual fee, and easy access to funds. Plus, you'll earn a better-than-competitive dividend rate, currently at 2.27% APY. Visit techcu.org, contact any branch, or call 800-276-8324 to learn more. Tech Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Rates may change without notice.
Back to the action, 15-9, Chesterton. 15-6, rather, 9-point lead for the Trojans. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on the call. Chesterton 17-8 coming into play here tonight. Valparaiso 12-13. And right out of the timeout, a serving ace for the Trojans, who now lead it by 10. As Lily Simpson was unable to dig that one out cleanly.
Absolutely, as Davis with an absolute fastball.
He has been aggressive here to start this first set, whether it's kills or serves. This one's set up for Bombasino, who couldn't put it over, so a point on the board for Valparaiso. We've seen them a couple times, Josh, in this first set get on a little mini run, but it has been really a set that's been dominated by the home team.
Yeah, I mean, Valpo's got to get going here. Your Stars and Henson got to kind of have life here if you want to have any chance in this ball game at home. As
maybe life would be serving, but when you have stuff like that happen, it just allows the Trojans to get back into it and just stay on the attack, as Bombasino put it over. Another kill, I believe, for third in this first set, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. It's looking a lot like what they did against Pound Point, the Buffalo Vikings team. Started off real good in the season. Lately, though, other than three-game winning streak, has been subpar.
It was a 3-game losing streak and then a 3 wins in a row for this Viking team. As they get another point on the board now to make it 17-8, so just cutting into that deficit. And they've really been able to, find their advantage serving. It feels like, whenever they serve, the Trojans have an answer, and then they're able to stay on the attack. And that can be so tough when you're dealing with that front line. Valpo looking to set up a kill attempt and get too much mustard. So the Trojans will be awarded the point. She couldn't keep it in that box. So 18-8, the score here in this first set.
Absolutely.
Look out now here on your side. Simpson has to put it over and does. But we've seen this a lot here in this game, as that kill had 2 lunch off from Bombasino, so she's able to put it over for the point, make it 19-8. Just 6 points away are the Trojans from wrapping up what has been a dominant set 1 here so far. We've seen Valpo go on some mini runs here right after that first timeout and a little bit after the second one, but it has by and large been a Trojan set here. Simpson pops it up into the air and sets up Sutherland, who tries to send it over and is unable to do just that. So now Chesterton in the 20s at 20-8, a 12-point lead here.
Yeah,
as I mentioned, 2 kills and the blocks too for Chesterton.
With that service mistake, though, but Chesterton's trying to finish this one out, as it was a very close set most of that game in Valparaiso.
Another point on the board for Valparaiso, looking to just chip away here now at 20-10. We haven't really seen them get on a run. We'll see if they can maybe do it here. In all likelihood, this would be their last opportunity of this set, especially with the way the Trojans are playing. And they get another point closer, another serving ace there to make it 22-11.
As Avery Mullen, back-to-back aces there, trying to bring back their Viking teammates with a good serving. Really has
Mullen, 41 aces on the team, leads the team in that department. Chesterton able to kind of throw out that little mini run and go back up by 10. 21-11. Got to figure they can peel off 4 more here. And that starts by their serves, and right on cue, they get one there, 22-11.
Tomasino with another ace. Rowe killing the momentum of the Vikings. A little good combination, back-to-back points for the Vikings.
Tomasino, 36 serving aces on the team coming into play here tonight. Second behind Parrish, but an error there. So that'll reward the Vikings a point so that they can chip away at it. Simpson will look to put it over. Popped up into the air by Lang. That's a kill attempt on the far side, and Chesterton able to get another point out of that. We've seen them really, use both sides of the court to their advantage. Whether it's near side or far side, and that's why they have this 11-point lead. Rowe puts it over, just able to put it over. Oh, that was close. Trojans, that type of set for them. As now it's just one away from wrapping up a set 1 victory, 24-12 here.
Absolutely, as a finger roll, never defeated as we go.
Far side kill attempt is up. Valparaiso looks to keep this set alive as they were able to get that point on that last play. So 24-13. It's not over till it's over. A bit of an awkward mesh there of players right up near that net, and that'll allow Valpo to kind of steal the pick there smartly. So a 2-0 run to make it 24-14. Just trying to scratch and stay in it. Chesterton looking to set something up. Popped up into the air. Simpson unable to save it, and that's a point to Chesterton. So 25-14, the final here in set 1. Chesterton up 1-0 here in the early going. So a lot of Davis early in the set, and Bombacino as the set progressed, and the serving as well was strong and stout for this Trojan team. And we're going to go up 2-0 potentially after this here on Regan Corner Sports Network.
Save for a healthy tomorrow with an HSA checking account from Tech Credit Union. It's a tax-advantaged way to save and pay for healthcare expenses. You'll enjoy no setup fee, no annual fee, and easy access to funds. Plus, you'll earn a better-than-competitive dividend rate, currently at 2.27% APY. Visit techcu.org, contact any branch, or call 800-276-8324 to learn more. Tech Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Rates may change without notice.
Quintel Incorporated is a family-owned and operated company located in Northwest Indiana that specializes in the reconditioning, repair, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers. Since 1994, Quintel has been handling jobs of all sizes throughout the country. Equipped with the most modern technology and advanced tools, Quintel provides top-notch service. When you trust Quintel for all your needs, you'll get peace of mind and a finished job that exceeds your expectations. For more info about Quintel and the services they provide, visit quintel-inc.com.
Back to the action, set 2, about to kick off here. Chesterton, Indiana. The Trojans of Chesterton come in with a record of 17-8. Valparaiso Vikings, the visitors, come in with a record of 12-13. Chesterton was able to take care of business 25-14 in that first set. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on the call, Regan Corner Sports Network. And Josh, it was a quarter we saw a lot of Davis in the early going, and then eventually Bombacino took over as that set progressed. But that really, was engineered by that early, quick, strong start for the Trojans.
Yeah, I mean, the 1-2 punch is deadly with Davis and Bombacino. We've seen this all year long, and these Vikings have seen it twice now. Are they going to make any adjustments in the second?
Yeah, we'll see if they do. And we've seen the Vikings, they were, able to get on to a mini run there in that first set, but not at the level to keep up with the Trojans. And that's going to be tough, in this game. It'll be interesting to see if we do see more of maybe Avery Mullen and also the Crown Royal player to watch for in Abby Henson. We saw a little bit of her in that first set, especially in the early going and on the defensive side. But, we will see if they're able to get something going to, at the very least, force a set 4. Down 1-0 here in the early going. So we'll see if they're able to do just that. But obviously, kicking it back to the Trojan side, they're looking to keep their foot on the gas and just keep it rolling here. And after the way that first set started, you got to figure they want to be repeat offenders here in the second.
Yeah, they want to sweep. They got to sweep in their mind here, especially the season series of their arch rival, Valparaiso. That ball going to be just out there as we go.
Vanda tried to put it over, but unable to do just that. So 1-0 Chesterton right out of the rip.
It was almost like a Derek Jeter kind of play there for you baseball folks at home or softball. But you kind of have that. As that's a kill. That's the back. Points coming fast.
Lang unable to dig that one out. So we're tied at 1 apiece. And we'll see, with Valpo now serving, will they get the momentum and try to at least scratch and claw and maybe they can kind of turn things around here in the second set. On a 3-game winning streak, so they've been playing really good volleyball lately. Fastball from Bombacino is fielded nicely and sent over by Simpson, but it sets up Chesterton for a potential kill attempt again. She's able to put it on over. It's Bombacino.
Who else would it be in that situation as Bombacino's been bombing all game long with those kills as we go.
She has 34 kills in her last 3 games, and now a service error will give Valparaiso a 3-point. We've seen a couple of those in the first set from both teams and Chesterton, but if those start to build up, they can be deadly. So Lily Simpson will look to serve it on over for the Vikings. Team that has 148 serving aces coming into play today, but a kill attempt is up from Rowe and unsuccessful. So Valpo takes the lead now, 3-2. Here in the early going of set 2.
Absolutely. We kind of talked about it in John Glenn, where you kind of have to get it over. Here, you got to get a little bit more accurate with this kind of level of volleyball these both teams play.
Bombacino looks to put it up and over, and she does to 3-3. We've seen her now 2 kills here in this second set. She had a few there in that first set. And, with both her and Davis, Jack, you mentioned 2 punch, 74 kills combined for the 2 of them in their last 3 matchups. And that's going to be so tough for them to. Another point on the board there for the Trojans, so it's a 2-0 run here.
Absolutely. You can't have a violation like that if you're Valpo against a great team with Chesterton on the floor.
Valpo's won 34 sets on the year. They've now lost 40. Chesterton has won 50, and they've lost 21. So discrepancy that you like to be on the positive part of. They try to put it over, but unable to do so. So Chesterton able to get another point on the board, now a 3-0 run to make it 5-3.
Yeah, Chesterton's just on a run here as Rowe trying to keep the good rolling. Good times going as we go.
Rowe 12 aces on the team, puts it over cleanly. It sets a kill attempt that's done nicely by Bombacino. Now popped up into the air. Unable to put it over is Leah Sutherland. So another point on the board for the Trojans, 6-3. 4 unanswered here in the second set.
As Gilliam said, not in my house, and stuffs that Viking offense.
6-3 lead. We saw this aggressive play in the first set as well. That block is not successful. Another block is up, and that one is 7-3 Trojans. 5 straight unanswered as the home team has the edge here so far in this second set. Kind of a mirror image of that first set, or a majority of it, I should say.
Absolutely, and they're doing it with the defense here as Williams gets into a block party. Great save by Williams. Too bad it's still going as we go in the rally. And the Vikings with the kill.
They're looking to try to set up a kill with Sutherland. Let's see what the ruling is here. I believe Valparaiso got the front there, and they did. The senior Elias Sutherland, second on the team, and Chris puts it over to make it 7-4. He sent that over, dug out nicely, but a bit errant, so 2 straight for the Vikings, scratching and clawing here in the second set, which appears to be a lot more competitive than that first set was.
A lot more competitive.
Going to try to create a set 4 potentially. We got to take care of business here as Tomasino dug it out well back into the back line, but Chesterton able to get it over. Now Valpo looking to score it, just popping it over, which sets up a fastball delivered here on the near side by Tenley Davis.
Davis with the kill.
It's now 8-5. We've seen it where it just feels like, if you're a believer in momentum, whenever Valparaiso gets the momentum, they somehow manage to relinquish it, and a lot of that is just, the toughness of the Chesterton team and how tough they are to consistently try to beat as Abby Henson puts it over, but it's dug out by Lang, popped up into the air on the near side by Gilliam. As Simpson tried to put it up, it was an errant hit, but another point on the board for the Trojans to make it 9-5.
Absolutely, as Bill Beck at that service line. Reese, their freshman year, has been very deadly for that service.
28 aces for Dilbeck, third on the team. Now a 4-point lead for the Trojans and make it a 5-point lead as miscommunication nets them another point. A timeout followed by the Vikings. 10-5 here in set 2. The Trojans on top. We're back after this.
Value Flooring in Valparaiso is a family-owned business with over 20-plus years in the industry. Located at 708 Silhavy Road, Value Flooring is open Monday through Saturday, offering a wide selection of flooring options and installation. With knowledge and experience, Value Flooring can also assist customers on a personal level by coordinating colors and by selecting the right products for their lifestyles. The number to call is 548-2705, and the website is valueflooringonline.com.
Discover excellence at Moeller Acura of...
Back to the action, 10-5 Chesterton. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on the call. Regan Corner Sports Network. Trojans defeated Valpo in set 1, looking to extend their lead here in set 2, and they'll do just that. A couple of poor communication plays in the last 2 possessions from the Vikings, and it's now swelled to a 6-point lead for the Trojans. Team that has won 29 more sets than they've lost, 50 sets won compared to 21 sets lost. Simpson sends it over, but that sets up a potential kill that's popped up into the air by Sutherland, and that sets a kill attempt on the far side. Let's stay out nicely. Great defense as well from this Trojans team. Back and forth it goes. Valparaiso just has to try to get this one here, especially with the rally that they've had. Another one popped all the way up onto that far side, and it's popped into the direction of 2 Chesterton players. Neither is able to get it. So what a back and forth. Boy, did the Vikings need that and come into it. Now at 11-6.
That's a rally born right there, as that was a great rally it, and then just win it there. Has 2 straight points after that ace.
Yeah, and Aaron Diggett there for the Trojans, so 2 straight right out of the timeout. We've seen the Vikings look a lot sharper when they get right out of timeouts. And we have seen them stay in it here in the second set. They did a little bit in that first set. The Trojans really had the momentum working on their side, and they were able to make the plays. And another dig error there from the Trojans as Bombasino couldn't set it up to anyone. So 3 straight for the Vikings, now at 11-8.
And Abby Henson has entered the ball game. A little slow start there in the first set, but 2 straight aces.
She was our crown royal superhero to watch from this Valparaiso squad. And doing her job here so far as Simpson was unable to put that one over, so that might put out the fire just a bit for this Viking squad as the Trojans are able to get the point to make it now 12-8.
Absolutely. As Gilliam had a little bit of Elton John in her hand as we go.
Right on cue, another kill there from Luca Bombasino. So 2 straight for the Trojans, who are now up to 5. They one set won by 11. It's been a lot tighter here. But momentum's very fickle. They could go out onto a bit of a run and really change the complexion of these sets and really the game in general.
Especially that size difference.
Racing in from the back line and sending it over with velocity is Davis. So 14-8. We've seen that 1-2 punch has been so potent here in Bombasino and Tenley Davis for Chesterton. And certainly all season long for that.
Absolutely.
14-8, but the service error will make it 14-9. As Davis unable to keep it inside of that back line, and Valparaiso looks to send it on over and potentially change the landscape of the set and of this game, really. Chesterton coming off of 2 wins in their last 3 games. They had a 6-game winning streak from the 10th to the 14th. Number 17-8 overall, 6-3 in the Dumoulin Conference. Valparaiso 12-13 overall. They're 3-6 in Dumoulin.
Dominant showing
15-9 now. We try to set up a kill attempt again. Unable to get a pull out of that, so now 16-9 Trojans as that lead swells to 7. With a team that has won double the sets that they've lost, it's going to be really tough to try to sneak one by for Valparaiso. You just have to try to maybe scratch and claw and steal one and try to change the momentum. Basketball delivered by Bombasino. It's set up all the way back, and no one's able to corral it. So another point on the board for Chesterton. 17-9. And a timeout called by Valparaiso. Chesterton looking to take a 2-0 lead here in sets here tonight. Tom Hill, Josh Regan, back after this on Regan Corner Sports Network.
See a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future.
Back to the action, 17-9 Chesterton. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on the call. And Josh, this has been a game dominated by the Trojans. Set 1, they won by 11. Set 2, they have really stretched out to this 8-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, they've actually done it with help here as Williams and Gilliam I think got it started here in the second. And then Bombacino and Davis took it home. But nonetheless, a lot of penalties, a lot of violations there on the Viking side too. On night with the score. And Rowe, you can't forget Rowe, as a block party is here in Chesterton.
Avery Mullen tried to put it over, but unable to do so. So now 19-9. Sent over, but a service error will award Valparaiso a point there to make it 19-10.
As Valpo trying to make a run here as they serve here.
And that'll help. That'll help. Another serving ace. We've seen a few of those in this game from Valparaiso, and it just feels like right out of the timeout is where they tend to find their spark, and then Chesterton's able to sort of thwart it out and go back on their own run. Now 20-11, the Trojans are able to get another point out of that. Just 5 points away from wrapping up a set 2 victory here as well.
Very key situation here for the Vikings. They even get back into it.
Unable to dig it out was Henson. So another point on the board for Chesterton, 21-11. 10-point advantage. It's something we saw a lot of late in that first set where, when you give them an inch, they can take it a mile, and they really have kept their foot on the gas, to say the least, here in the second set.
Absolutely, as they're going miles.
Another point on the board for Chesterton. Had a little run here to extend their lead to 11. They once set won by a score of 25-14. Simpson unable to dig that one out, so another one on the board for the Trojans, now 23-11. Valparaiso looking to just scratch and claw and get back into this. This block is up by Rowe, but Valparaiso able to thwart it out and get a point on the board. It's a diving attempt to try to save it late, so now 23-12. Don't want to go down 2-0, Josh. That spells disaster.
Absolutely spells disaster here as we go.
So here near side, Rowe puts it over. It's popped up into the air by Lang. Chesterton able to get it over onto the Valparaiso side. Now far side, they find a soft spot in that zone. It's Bombacino's diving attempt is unsuccessful, so now a 23-13 lead for the Trojans. No side, the attempt is up. It is successful. So it's 24-13. We've seen a lot of that here tonight from the Trojans.
Yep, Bombacino with another kill.
As we've mentioned, 3.1 kills per set. Second behind Tele Davis, who leads the team at 4.6. But that's really tough year to deal with both of them, and they have both really shown out here tonight.
Absolutely. As a sophomore, boy, they get Division I offers.
Valparaiso was able to keep that one alive as they were. So able to keep this set alive, at least just for now, 24-14. Identical score to what it was before Chesterton sealed the deal in set 1.
Big there by Davis. A little give and go, a little dipsy-do as Valpo is ready.
An unbelievable dig there from Lang, just trying to set something up for someone to try to kill it over. Davis tried, but not a whole lot of velocity on it. So now they'll set something up again here near side. Davis sends it up and puts it over. But Valparaiso able to get a clean out of that to just scratch and claw and keep this set alive now at 24-15.
Absolutely, as Davis just missed in that corner pocket.
Simpson puts it over. Looking to set something up here far side, and that will seal set 2 for the Trojans. 25-14 the final in set 1. 25-15 the final here in set 2. Trojans up 2-0, looking to get their 18th win of the year if they take care of business in set 3. Tom Hill, Josh Regan back after this here on Regan Corner Sports Network.
Value Flooring in Valparaiso is a family-owned business with over 20-plus years in the industry. Located at 708 Silhavy Road, Value Flooring is open Monday through Saturday, offering a wide selection of flooring options and installation. With knowledge and experience, Value Flooring can also assist customers on a personal level by coordinating colors and by selecting the right products for their lifestyles. The number to call is 548-2705, and the website is valueflooringonline.com.
Discover excellence at Moeller Acura of Maryville. Whether you're seeking the thrill of a new Acura or the reliability of a certified pre-owned, we have the perfect vehicle waiting for you. At Moeller Acura, our knowledgeable team is here to provide you with the first-class experience, from your first test drive to every service appointment. Experience luxury, performance, and unparalleled service at Moeller Acura of Maryville, where your journey begins. Visit us today or explore our inventory online at MoellerAcuraofMaryville.com.
Back to the action. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on the call. Chesterton with a 2-0 lead over Valparaiso, looking to put this one away here at home. You're just tuned in, and there's been a lot of Luca Bombacino, Tenley Davis here in this game for Chesterton. Tenley Davis was our Crown Royal player to watch here tonight. They have served, they have killed, they have really been very productive. Really, the entire Trojan team has been productive here tonight. They come in with a record of 17-8, and the Valparaiso Vikings come in with a record of 12-13 and winners of their last 3. So that is in jeopardy here right now as they're down 2-0. So they're just looking to win set 3 to force a set 4, and then from there we don't know. But if you're Chesterton, you're looking, Josh, to put this one away, with ease here in this third set.
Yeah, you're looking for some T-Swift endgame at the moment here, as we have very much a sweep on the horizon.
Chesterton has now won 51 sets this season as a team. They've lost 21. So that is a discrepancy that you want to be on the positive side of, and being plus 30 in that mark is, something that has really propelled them in this season, and why they're on the verge of winning their 18th game and extending their conference record in Duneland to 7-3 and their overall record to 18-8 potentially. And, also had that 6-game winning streak in the middle of this month. They've just lost their most recent game to Lake Central, but won the 2 prior to that. And for Valparaiso, it's been an up and down season, to say the least. 12-13. They lost 3 in a row, but now winners of 3 in a row. They've been a much better team actually on the road. 6-4 on the road, 2-5 at home. So it was strength on strength, because Chesterton's 7-1 here at home, but looking to go 8-1 and up 2-0. Set 3 is about underway to get squared away. And immediately right out of the rip, it's a service error, so Chesterton up 1-0. 1-0 lead for a team that has just been the more aggressive team. They've, gotten on these runs at a better rate so far here tonight. And a lot of that is set up by their kills, but also their serves. Back and forth here between these two teams. Lang sends it up, and Bombacino will send it over 2-0.
Bombacino taking over this game as another kill from Luca.
34 kills in her last 3 games coming into play here tonight. That was second on the team. Also second in serving aces, so a very complete player for this Trojan squad. There's a lot of kills here tonight as well. That one's up and over, but too strong, so 3 straight on the board here in this third set for the Trojans. This Trojan team defeated Valparaiso 3-0. Swept them on September 3rd. Davis had 26 kills in that matchup. So it's been deja vu for this Viking team, but looking to be scratching down, keep this game alive. But in a hole early, down 3-0. Popped up and over by Bombacino, and it's popped up into the air by Lang. They set up Bombacino on the near side, but it's dug out nicely by Valparaiso. Sets up a kill attempt far side, that's dug out by Lang, and now popped up and unable to get it over was Chesterton. So coming board for the Vikings, their first here in this third set. Avery Mullins been a bit quiet here in this game for Valparaiso. She'll send it on over and unable to do so. So a service error for the Vikings. We've seen a few of those that really can be a crusher here, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, that's a momentum killer. After getting a good kill on the previous set.
They've been decent with their attacks, but it has been just the aggression of this Chesterton team is to why they have this big-time lead, and they're up 2-0 and up here in set 3. But another rally between these two squads as Simpson pops it up. They're going to send it over, but Lang fills the zone nicely and sets a kill attempt near side, and they're able to put it over again. So 5-1.
Davis with another bomb. It's just that combo's been very deadly for this Viking team in the deal with.
504 kills coming in, 504 of the 704 team kills between Davis and Bombacino, and now a 5-point lead for the Trojans here in this set. They're going to just salt this one away, and they've won both sets by double digits too, as tried to put it over on that far side, but unable to do so. So that's 7-1 Chesterton lead.
There, Thomas, I'm going to start a petition on starting psych out blocks as a stat here in volleyball, as that was very much one there as Rowe jumping, psyching out the outside air of Valpo as that one was right into the net. Maybe that's a little bit more momentum as the service rotation with Simpson at the service line.
The service there by Chesterton, a rare blip on what's been a very airtight game to say the least, but Valpo able to get on the board there again as that kill attempt was a bit too strong, so 2 straight for the Vikings.
Absolutely. Let's see if Valpo can build off of those 2 miscues from Chesterton.
Simpson back at the service line. Looking to try to set something up on that far side. Not enough mustard on it from Rowe. So 3 straight unanswered from Valpo to make it now 7-4. We've seen this a couple of times, in this game in the first 2 sets, but it just felt like whenever Valparaiso had the momentum, Chesterton was able to kind of steal it right back from them. So we'll see what happens here on this little mini run. That one is put up and over, and that'll help the Trojans as Rowe put it on over to make it 8-4. And Delaney Barrett, the freshman, will check in. Head to the service line in a 4-point lead for the Trojans. Turns it on over. It's still got nicely on that far side, which sets up a potential kill attack, which is up and over, but out of bounds. So now a 5-point lead, 9-4 Trojans.
Absolutely. As Barrett, all she has to do is put it over.
Barrett has played sparingly, but 7 aces coming into play here tonight. And another point on the board from Chesterton as that one was pinballing around. So now 10-4. And a timeout call from Valparaiso. They'll talk things over. 10-4 Chesterton on the doorstep of their 18th win of the year. Tom Hill, Josh Regan back after this.
See a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are...
Back to the action here. 10-4 Chesterton on top. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on the call. Chesterton with a 2-0 lead here in this game. We'll take care of business in set 3. That one helped. Service error from Delaney Barrett makes it now 10-5. You see it right out of the timeouts. Valparaiso gets out of these little mini runs, Josh, but they're just unable to really have them sustain.
Valpo is a very young team there, Thomas. It's just the finishing part. This team has to develop. They're going to be good next year as we go.
Put up and over by Bombasino, so now 11-5. Just about salting away this win, and they're getting going. In the Duneland Conference, Chesterton would improve to 7-3, and they'd be 10 games over. Another service error from Chesterton, so back-to-back, kind of keeping the door a bit open here in the set for Valparaiso.
Absolutely there, Thomas. A little announcer's jinx there. I did it a little bit earlier. Nonetheless,
popped up into the air, but good angle for Chesterton to look to try to send it on over. As it's dug out in the middle of the court, but in the direction and vicinity of nobody. So now a 6-point Trojan lead.
there, Tom. That was easier in Sunday morning. As we go here with Davis at service line.
Sent it on over, dug out by Simpson, but another one errant. So now a 7-point Trojan lead, 13-6. Trojans one set, 125-14. They one set to 25-15. Simpson tries to put her over, but not enough mustard as she was backpedaling. So now a 14-6 Chesterton lead.
You want to see Simpson get set in that situation, but easier said than done when that fastball's coming.
Majority of these Trojan wins throughout the course of the season have been 3-0s, as that one is blocked by Bombasino, and another block on that far side. So 15-6 now. And when they win, they really win, and they're really winning here so far tonight. Just 10 points away from wrapping up a 3-0 victory here at home.
Absolutely.
This has just been a complete effect here.
Absolutely.
Miscommunication, another point on the board.
That front court there, even Elo, Williams, and
Timeout Valparaiso. They are
Williams.
just trying to keep something alive. 16-6, Chesterton in the driver's seat, up 2-0. Tom Hill, Josh Regan. We're back after this on Regan Corner Sports Network.
Hi, this is Josh Regan from Regan's Corner Sports Network. If you want a quality, high quality paint job on your house or business, go check out Guardian.
We're back to the action here. It's 16-6, a 10-point lead for the Chesterton Trojans. As they're up 2-0 here, Valparaiso gets that point on the board on their end, looking to scratch and claw here in this third set. Tom Hill, Josh Regan here on the call, Regan Corner Sports Network. Chesterton, Indiana, the home of this June Conference matchup. One dominated by the home team, and a service error will give them another point to extend that lead to 17-7. Just 8 points away from wrapping up this game.
Absolutely, as Luca got a little fan base behind us as we go.
Cassie Lang will look to serve it on over. She was instrumental in that second set, but that one goes a bit error in there, too much mustard, so 17-8. We've seen a few service errors rather here in this set from Chesterton, which just kind of left the door just a bit open for Valparaiso to try to set something up, but they've been unable to do so. As Rose Kill attempt is fielded out nicely by the Vikings to try to set something up on their own end. Ball in no man's land, and that'll be a point on the board for Valparaiso. Again, right out of the timeout, we've seen them kind of provide a spark and get on the scoreboard, but they've just been unable to have it last. And that's really been the difference in this game as to why they've lost both sets by double digits. So now 17-9, a mini run here for the Vikings. It's sent off on over, but that's going to be a point on the board for the Vikings as it hit the net. And then on the deflection, so 3 straight out of the timeout. Or really a 3-1 run, rather. So 17-10 Trojans here. So they've been reeling just a bit, but just 8 points away from wrapping it up. But another point on the board from this stingy Vikings team that just won't go away. Far side to make it a 17-11 ball game.
Dilbeck setting up.
Over. Popped up, and the block is up and through from Rowe, so able to put out that fire and go up by 7. Now 18-11 the score. 25-14 the final in set 1. 25-15 the final in set 2. 18-11 the score here in set 3. Another service error by the Trojans. Keeping that door open for Valparaiso. Now 18-12, just a 6-point deficit. And they'll serve with a chance to kind of swing momentum in their direction, looking to try to salvage this third set, and more importantly, keep their game alive. Hill is up, and it is through.
Another Luca bomb there as Bomasino.
So 19-12.
As Connor.
Popped up far side. With velocity, it's popped up into the air by Lang. But they're going to give a point there to the Vikings.
As Henson.
I've seen this a lot. Henson looks to put it on over, and she does. Lang digs it out, but they set something up here near side. And they're able to get another one on the board. It's Emily Davis, 20-13.
As Barrett serving there. A little bit of substitutions there, a little hockey substitution there by
now 21-13 on the ace from Barrett. We've seen a little bit in this third set, just 4 points away are the Trojans from wrapping up this game in its entirety. Puts it on up and over. We've seen a few times where it's close to that line. And we'll see who they give the point to, and they're going to give it to the Vikings. So 21-14.
Absolutely, as the head judge says it was out.
Vikings looking to scratch and claw in this game. Pops up far side, looking to set something up. Davis pops it on up and over. Valparaiso looking to try to attack the other side. Deflection popped up. Far side looking to set up a kill attempt, which is dug out unsuccessfully by Simpson, and another point on the board for the Trojans. 22-14.
As Lily did her best. Neo for the matrix suppression there. Unfortunately, gets a little part of her arm.
(22-14). Double-digit victories in the first two sets for the Chesterton team. Is unable to dig that out with Simpson. So 23-14 now. Serving violation, but able to get it on up and over, and almost blocked over by Davis, but Valparaiso gets on the board now at 23-15. Just try to keep this set alive. So they're in jeopardy of falling to 12-14, and Chesterton would improve to 18-8. Davis tries to kill it on over and able to reset it up nicely, but Valparaiso digs it out nicely and unable to get that one over. A diving attempt by Lang, but to no avail. 23-16 the score now. Thompson on off, looking to set up a kill, which is up and through by Davis. So 1 point away are the Trojans from wrapping up this victory. It was 24-14 in the first set, 24-15 in the second set, and right now 24-16. 25 rather, but Valparaiso looking to keep it alive. Up at the near side and sent out up and over. Still alive for the Vikings, they're still kicking. But that hits the net, and there's your ball game. 25-16, the final here in second rate. Chesterton wins it 3-0 here at home against the Valparaiso Vikings. Chesterton improves to a record of 18-8. Valparaiso to a record of 12-14. Chesterton up 8-1 here at home. They've won 52 sets here in their first 26 matches. 7-3 in the Durham Conference, and Josh, they just keep on rolling.
Absolutely here at home. They only lost one, and even that loss shouldn't have happened because you saw that game firsthand with Lake Central. They were up quite a bit during that Lake Central game. So if they play like they played tonight, there's a lot of teams that can't compete with this Trojan onslaught.
Yeah, 3-0 dominant victory. Tiny Davis, Luca Bombasino, the 1-2 punch for the Trojans. They showed out here tonight, and they were as Tony Davis was our Crown Royal player of the game to watch coming into tonight, and she really did her job here as well as the entire Trojan team in a very dominant 3-0 victory.
I mean, you can give this to several different people. You could give it to Bombacito, going in, coming in, probably a hard, but you got to give it to Davis. Consistency over again. So that'll be it for tonight. Regan's Corner's next broadcast will be tomorrow as a live feed at John Glenn for the Bremen-John Glenn game. And we're wishing luck to the football team for Chesterton tomorrow against Portage.